Can I respond to
Yeah,
two things there? For one, you said, why should we not ban it if it's harmful? And the other one was like, it's been so pervasive in cultures. Well, again, let's go to your own source, Bruce Ryan, who noted that he's got 4 pages of homosexual interaction between men and boys happening in cultures around the world for generations. Well, I could just say the same thing to you. If 99% of cultures before Western, let me finish, including Islamic societies, were all okay with it, why don't we just let it go rampant again? We know it's harmful, according to Bruce
Islamic
Ryan.
societies did not consider sexual relations between men and boys as acceptable. They did condemn it. They consider it a grave evil.
Bruce Ryan quotes the silence.
It was practiced, yes,
Libya.
of course it was practiced.
Yeah.
And yeah, there was poetry about it, but that was seen as a perversion and heresy.
That's not my point.
You're ignorant about Islamic history.
That's not
Islam
my
has
point.
a complete rejection and prohibition of any kind of homosexual behavior.
Respond to some of these points.
But you're making this claim that is nonsense.
Let me respond.
Go ahead.
Okay, first of all, my point was not that Islam did not condemn it. I agree Islam condemned it. I quoted Bruce Ryan saying that. My point was, again, you're saying that child marriage was so pervasive, therefore, what's wrong with it? Well, again, homosexual hemophilic interaction was just as pervasive, according to your own source.
Where does it say that's more pervasive? Where does it say that was equally pervasive? Where does it say that?
He literally says this throughout his page. Look, this is
child marriage is as pervasive as...
He does not bring up child marriage.
Then what comparison are you making?
You're the one who quoted Bruce Ryan.
Yeah, in a different context, for a different purpose.
You cited it in your opening statement.
Yeah, but I didn't make that point. I'm not saying everything Bruce Ryan has ever said is correct. I'm saying this meta study that Bruce Ryan did with others showed that the sexual act between a minor and an adult is not inherently traumatic. It doesn't inherently cause psychological trauma. Yeah, I'll read you the abstract, since this is a point of dispute.
I have the actual study. I can read from that.
Yeah, it suffices to read the abstract.
Page 7, child sexual abuse researchers have repeatedly maintained that hemophilic interactions are innately and intensely harmful for the younger person.
That's what he's disputing. That's what the study is.
No, that's what he's saying, and it's true.
No. Look, here's what it says. Many laypersons and professionals believe that child sexual abuse causes intense harm, regardless of gender, pervasively in the general population. The authors examined this belief by reviewing 59 studies based on college samples. Meta-analyses revealed that students with this kind of child sexual abuse were on average slightly less well-adjusted than controls. However, this poor adjustment could not be attributed to the sexual interaction because family environment was consistently confounded with that behavior. Family environment explained considerably more adjustment variance than the actual sexual act. So what he's saying, to summarize, is that you can't isolate the sexual act. What's happening is children are getting molested, children are getting abused by their family members or in this bad environment, and that bad environment or this abusive parent, that's what's causing the slightly lower adjustment levels or the trauma. It's not the sex itself, it's not the sexual act itself. And again, Ryan is not looking at marriage. He's not looking at these kinds of relationships that have existed, again, throughout history.
You're right, he's not looking at child marriage, so I don't know why you've been citing it for 4 years. But again, he says, what he's saying in his paper is that it's not harmful to the active partner. It's not a disorder. It's not like schizophrenia.
But he does say it is
harmful.
Where did this study mention the active partner? The abstract that I just read.
You got to read the actual study.
Are you studying the same study?
What's your study?
It's the Tromovich, Ryan, Tromovich, and Brosserman.
Yeah. I'm citing,
from 1998.
You're citing the 1998 one?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm citing the one you cited in your Harris Sultan one. Now the problem.
Why are you debating a previous debate? Like, debate me in this debate.
You bring up stuff that your opponent has cited. That's how you prepare, Daniel. Now the problem with that
debate
study
the opponent.
is it's an outlier.
What he brings in the opening statement, that's what you should debate.
That study you just cited is an outlier. Anna Sattler notes their findings in her book Predators. She notes that their findings are truly an outlier, and she cites numerous other meta-analyses that have found other results. A meta-analysis of the relationship of child sexual abuse to adult psychological adjustments from 1995. The long-term sequel of childhood sexual abuse in women, a meta-analytical review from 1996. A meta-analysis of the published research on the effects of child sexual abuse, as well as the prevalence of child sexual abuse in communities and student samples. Furthermore, Ryan even says in that 1998 meta-analysis that it was actually harmful to the girls. It wasn't harmful to the boys, is his argument. and he is still an outlier. So the irony of this is, again, your
it's
own
not
study
surprising.
says it is harmful to the girls. Ryan is saying that in 1998.
He's saying that the harm is caused by the family environment.
He's
I
saying
just
the
read
girls
the
report
abstract.
harm in the 1998 meta-analysis.
Yeah, and he attributes that. He does a correlation analysis, and he finds that it's more correlated with the family environment as opposed to the sexual act. That's why this study was so controversial. That's why it was one.
And an outlier.